Hi, I'm Pastor Scott, and I am sitting here with Tom McGehee from the Natchez Police Department. We're going to ask a couple of questions and let Tom explain to us a few things about the coronavirus. So a couple of questions that I have with you, Tom, and I want to say thank you for being here. Once a person is infected with COVID-19, what does it do inside our bodies?
Well, it's really very simple, and we attempt to make it so hard. So let's start with this. I think everybody recognizes this as a screwdriver, okay? A screwdriver is not alive, right?
Right.
But we can take a screwdriver to pieces, all right? And so a virus is the same way. A virus is not alive like this screwdriver.
Okay.
And so what washing our hands does is it takes the virus to pieces. It doesn't kill the virus because it's not alive, but it takes the virus to pieces so it can't function anymore. A virus is just a machine, like your car.
So the soap and water doesn't actually take it off your hands?
Yes, it takes it off your hands and it takes the virus to pieces.
Okay.
So what happens is we have our virus, right? Mm-hmm. And what happens is the virus goes to the cell of your lung wall and it sticks itself in.
Okay.
Then the actual virus comes off into your cell in your lung.
Okay.
This virus is RNA, which is half of a DNA. And it orders your cell to make more of these. Make more of me until your cell, like a balloon, explodes. You got so much in there, it explodes, and then explodes more RNA orders out into your body. And then it goes to the next cell. And the next cell. Each one telling the next cell, make more of me. That's what causes your body pain, and that's what causes the fever, is your cells being disrupted, blowing up, and trying to repair themselves with these millions of little viruses going around saying, make more. That's why it takes 3 days from infection, because 1,000, 10,000, 100,000.
That's what I was going to ask. How long does it take before you notice this first symptoms?
It's depending on the virus and how many you got. If you got just one, it's going to take a moment longer. But if you got a good swipe of it and you inhaled 1,000 of the things.
Wow.
Okay, so that's why it's important to take it off your hands.
Okay.
And disassemble these things.
Fantastic. So washing your hands is very important.
Very important.
And how many times a day should we be washing our hands?
It's depending on whether you want to touch your face or not.
Like I just did. Yeah.
Okay.
When you're told not to, that's when you're suddenly tempted to do it more.
So it's depending on where you've been. If you've been in your house and nobody else has come in there, then there's no virus.
Okay.
But when you've gone out of your house and you've been in the public around and you may have touched something that somebody else touched, it's on your hands now.
Okay.
You need to wash your hands before you touch anything else.
How important?
Kind of like coming in the front door, go wash your hands.
First thing. How important is this stay-home order that we have now?
It's preventing from spreading it in the community.
Absolutely.
Okay? The fewer people out and about, the fewer people touching stuff for me to come along and touch later,
okay,
or me not being out to transmit. We're trying to reduce the amount of public contact, social distancing, to prevent this transfer.
So even if you don't have any symptoms, you still may be a carrier of it and just don't have the symptoms developing
Correct.
yet. So you would never know.
You are infectious 3 days before onset.
Wow.
before you feel it.
Okay.
You're infected. And that's why they're doing this 14-day thing, is because it's possible, they think, with this virus to be infectious 14 days ahead of time.
Is that how long this stay-home order is going to last? 14 days?
The personal quarantine should last 14 days. The stay-home order may last as much as 18 months. It's depending.
Straight? Like consistent?
Consecutively, it's depending on how we pass it around in this community. If this community behaves itself and stays home and doesn't further transmit, then it can be lifted, and was made to lift by degrees until we learn to not pass it around. We've got to stop the infection rate.
Absolutely.
It's got to stop. And once it stops, we take a moment's pause and see it going down, and then we can ease up a little bit.
Okay.
This can come in 3 waves. Be a spring wave, a fall wave, and again next spring. And each one could be worse.
As it mutates and
Well,
develops.
it's got nothing to do with mutating. It's got to do with us being more frustrated with our stay at home and finding ways to get around it,
Right.
and not continuing to socially distance ourselves. So President Trump wants this to be done by Easter. I applaud him for wanting. And he's been saying a lot of things about I wish, I hope.
Yeah.
He's trying to be optimistic.
But it's not looking that way.
The medical people are saying that's nice, but no.
All right. We have a food pantry here, and so since people are able to get out and buy their essentials at the stores, for some of those people who don't have that, explain how we're conducting our food pantry to be safer.
We normally have our clients come into the in the back hall and sign up there and have a message. To facilitate social distancing, they're just pulling into the parking lot, remaining in their cars. If they're a new client, I hand them an application in their car. They fill it out there. If they're a current client, just hand us the card, we process it there, and they just drive through. Normally, we run from 12 to 12:30, but during this time, we're running from 11 to 12:30.
Correct.
Because of those people who do come as much as an hour ahead of time.
Absolutely.
And it
Try to get them out quicker.
right. It helps us with social distancing, and it's less stressful on us trying to keep them organized.
So our food pantry is open at Natchez First Assembly of God Church every Tuesday except a month that has 5 Tuesdays. This coming Tuesday, this month actually is a 5th Tuesday. So we're going to be closed this coming Tuesday, but we will be ready to reopen the first Tuesday in April. So we want to make sure that people come and stay in their car when you arrive. Now, that one more item, and that's our church is planning a drive-in church service this Sunday morning where we're asking people to come, pull up in the parking lot, and remain in their cars. Right. Some people are concerned about the stay home, but from what I'm understanding, it's okay as long as everybody stays in their car.
Stays in their car. They're not gathering in a group of 10 or more because they're in their car. They're separated by that space of their vehicles. It looks like a wonderful tailgate kind of church thing.
Awesome. So the car is also an extension of your personal property, so it's almost like being at home.
That's right.
So thank you very much. I would shake your hand, but we'll just do a fist bump. How about that?
Ooh.
Thank y'all for watching, and we hope that you'll press subscribe and watch more videos that we put out from Natchez First Assembly of God. This is Tom McGehee. God bless. Have a blessed day.